You're probably wondering why there's a scale back here. Well, Jesse Pinkman gave me that for reasons that I can't tell you. But I'll tell you anyways, so let's talk about it. Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Nerd News. Now I have been out of town. I haven't had a chance to make a video in a while, and that's okay because here I am and we are together, you and I. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, my birthplace. I was in a good friend's wedding. It was fantastic. I had green chili. I had a lot of amazing things, and it was really, really hot. Like, you go to sleep sweaty, you wake up sweaty, and you miss the rain here in Seattle. And Albuquerque, honestly, is a perfect segue into our topic of today. Now, in today's video, we are going to do a trailer review for an insanely popular TV show that was created in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which made Albuquerque very well known. And people always ask me after seeing this show that was in Albuquerque, Chris, is it really that scary and dangerous to walk the streets of Burque? That's Albuquerque. And that show is Breaking Bad. Now, in case you haven't seen Breaking Bad, what? Have you been stuck under several rocks? Watch the show. Now, this trailer that we're going to talk about is the movie that follows the show. After the show ends, this is where the movie takes place. And the movie is called El Camino. Now, El Camino follows Jesse Pimpin. Jesse Pimpin. He is a brand new pimp on the streets of Albuquerque looking to deal some meth. No, it stars Jesse Pinkman. Aaron Paul is back to reprise his role that he won like a bazillion Emmys for. I mean, the man is an amazing actor. Argue with me on that. Watch the show. The man's incredible. Now, I knew that this film was in development. I knew they were going to make something, but I didn't know that they were going to do a continuation of, the show. I thought they were going to do maybe a prequel or a spin-off, but this makes way more sense, and it's a film. I mean, Breaking Bad was just an amazing TV show, and taking that into a, 2-hour show or a 2-hour movie maybe, it's perfect. Perfect, guys. Now, this is technically the second teaser for this film. The first one we saw, Skinny Pete. Now, if you don't remember who Skinny Pete is, he is one of Jesse Pinkman's, Pinkman's friends, aka one of his dealers at one point in the show. You see Skinny Pete talking to the FBI agents, and they're kind of interrogating him as to the whereabouts of Jesse, essentially. And he's like, "What? That's not him at all. That's Keanu." If you've seen my episodes, you realize I accidentally put Keanu and everything. What? Meth? Whoa. Now, the first teaser was very, very short. It is indeed a teaser. This one is the exact same thing. The only difference in this one, we actually get to see the man himself, Mr. Pinkman. But this trailer gives you a little glimpse into what the story is going to be. Now, it starts off with a faraway shot of a car in the Albuquerque desert in the middle of the night. Now, I have lived and breathed the desert, and it is really, really cool that they film it in Albuquerque. And I probably know exactly where they shot this film just based off of the surroundings. The car just sits there, the camera slowly pans, and you see someone in the car lighting something up. Cigarette, an incense candle, sage, or crack, meth. One of the two, take your pick. El Camino. Then you hear the voice of the radio host is talking about a horrific scene that happened where a bunch of people were gunned down. There was a bunch of bodies everywhere, and they are on the hunt for one lone survivor. And I guess you know by now who that is. That one lone survivor is Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, science rules. That was the worst. Let me try another Jesse Pinkman impression. Hold on. But Mr. White. Yeah, I should stop while I'm ahead. But yeah, they're talking about a bunch of bodies that were just shot by this machine gun. Pretty much, the finale of Breaking Bad. Oops. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Breaking Bad, I just told you the ending. Now, as the radio announcer is talking about all these things that are happening, the camera kind of just hangs there on their rearview mirror, and you see Jesse Pinkman. I keep saying that. you see Jesse Pinkman. Pink. He's looking into the mirror and he is just teary-eyed and just all cut up. Looks like the Shredder from Ninja Turtles. I mean, you would be all teary-eyed and completely changed mentally and physically if you went through what that character went through, not just the entire run of the show, but the very last season, the very last episode. The man needs a counselor and maybe a priest. You see a little shot of Jesse's hand and his iconic tattoo that he has on his hand to kind of let you know, oh, if you don't know who this is, it's Jesse Pinkman. So now that Jesse is on the run from, gosh, not just the people that held him captive, but I mean, so many other characters might show up. Now they might have flashbacks, and they might take some villains and some other characters that were in the Breaking Bad world and kind of put them into this somehow. Now we know that Walter White is indeed dead, so they might show flashbacks of him. Or is he really dead? Did he really die? I mean, last time we saw him, the camera was like, did an aerial shot of him on the ground with all the gunshot wounds, and and then it just kind of goes away and goes back to Jesse Pinkman. I mean, for all we know, it could be a Jon Snow thing where the camera zooms in on him and he goes, "Ah, Jesse." Who knows? Vince Gilligan, the man's amazing. And with Vince Gilligan back to write this and direct it, I mean, he knows this world better than anyone. I mean, it's his baby. He made it. I mean, Vince could bring back Walter White. It's possible that could happen. Or he could just be like, it's the adventure of Jesse Pinkman and Skinny Pete. And it's crazy, when you look up El Camino on IMDb just to see who's in the cast, it only shows 3 people. Aaron Paul, Matt Jones, and Charles Baker. That is it. 3 kids. And I really hope they don't show who else is in the movie on IMDb. I hope it's just like, okay, this is all we're gonna show you. Watch the movie. Now you're gonna be surprised. And the cool thing is, when this movie comes out, Albuquerque is gonna have, I believe it's 3 days of it actually being viewed on the local theaters there. There are a couple of theaters that are local to like film festivals and things like that, and all 3 of them are going to play the movie before it goes to Netflix. That's kind of cool, you gotta admit. So El Camino, I mean, what did you think? Are you excited for this? Did you love Breaking Bad? I mean, let me know in the comments below, because this is going to be an amazing movie. It's going to be a huge hit on Netflix, because Breaking Bad, let's just face it, won every Emmy you could possibly win, every actor, every department, I mean, everything. I mean, it's just a fantastic show. And as always, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter for all of your nerd needs. And if you like what you see here, hit the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. Please like, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And, maybe we could become best friends, you and I. And until next time, guys, remember, the meth used in this show isn't really meth, it's just dyed rock candy. Or is it? Whoa!